and see if I missed that train or not. There should be a heritage unit on R.J. Corman. Of course, it's the Western Maryland heritage unit, which I've caught before. Ace department store building still for sale. I think that's cool that the sign's still there. It don't walk anymore because most of the neon stuff's gone out of it. But I do remember when it walked back in the 90s. I can remember in the 90s coming down Main Street after dark. The neon sign for Ace department store be lit up. Neon sign for the movie theater be lit up. A few years ago, you see the one for Freemasons building lit up. I just started doing live stream. I commented in the YouTube short that I couldn't do a live stream for this week because I did not think I would be able to, but I was wrong. This building scheduled demolition. What's left of Peggy Sue's, which ain't much. I don't know when they're going to demolish all this. Giant snow. All the snow and ice is finally starting to melt, but then it's supposed to get cold again for a few days. At least it's not supposed to be miserably cold, unbearably cold like it's been most of the month. The whole second half of January and the first week or so February here. So the past 2 or 3 days has been nice, but before that, not so much. Yeah. I just wanted to do a live stream, even though I probably won't stay live long. Look at that humongous tree that fell. That's been there for a minute. Oh, by the way, the table here is open every Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can come and get a meal here. I think one of my favorites is the pulled pork barbecue. I get that a lot. The rest of the pulled pork barbecue tray or the pulled pork barbecue sandwich, I get that a lot. Of course, I get the hot dogs a lot too. The smokehouse dogs. I'm always getting the barbecue or the smokehouse dogs are the two most common things I get here. Walk up State Drive and see if there's anything in the rail yard up there, small yard. There's only 2 pairs of tracks there, but it's considered a yard. When I was growing up, it's considered a train passing site, and then they opened up the mining packs, and R.J. Corman took over the line from CSX, and they just started declaring that a rail yard. Oh, Mount Hope floor building. I don't know if this one's going to survive or not. I've been told it's scheduled for demolition, but I don't know when they're going to tear it down. If they do. I'd like to see it safe, but it takes somebody's deep pockets and a lot of money. Because that's plaster from the ceiling and roof. Somebody did buy bonbons, by the way. Yes, there's pieces of the roof there. Yeah, I missed the last city council meeting because this past Tuesday, a few days ago, I had 4 of my front teeth cut out and a couple of wisdom teeth. Well, and one that had a really bad cavity. So I didn't think I'd be doing anything for a few days. Good news is I'm getting a parcel, or what they call a bridge, so I'll probably mount it in my mouth. So at least I got that coming. Yeah, that's still there. Hello. I'll watch where I'm going or walk into something. I don't hear anything, so I might have missed the train. Laura, trying to announce your name there. Oh, snowplow. I'll point out something else here. Maybe the city came and got that snow off the walk here, or not. Somebody took all the snow from this side of the street and piled up on this side of the sidewalk on this side of the street. So at least you could walk in the sidewalks again, because the other day you couldn't walk in the sidewalk because of all the snow and ice. But I'm gonna walk down. I missed the heritage unit. I'm trying to remember which one was coming. I went to Prince Sawyer, got the loaded grain train. Then the signal turned green again, but I came home and laid back down. I didn't really have time to wait on the other train. Thursday seems to be a pretty good day for trains. That seems to be one of the busiest days on the main line. So come in the future when I can get weather where it's warm enough where you can stay outside all day, not freeze your butt off, I might start hanging out thumbing and prints on Thursdays. Of course, I also want to pick days and I could do some hiking trips. Oh, uh, library is still open. I wasn't thinking about that. Today's the light day. In a minute, I'll know if they're coming down or not. It's possible the train don't went down. They dropped a couple of cars off earlier. But I've got the Western Maryland Harris unit before. I filmed it a couple of times, once on the M653, and I think once on RJ Corman, because I think back in the fall they bought it here, and one of the manifests that was rerouting through here had the Western Maryland Harris unit. Of course, the Western Maryland, yeah, so it's nice to see it again. Oh, what I'm trying to say is M652 and M653 is back in the Clintonville. Maybe one day I'll get them again. Maybe I'll get lucky and film down where Southern Welfare films. Because with Southern Welfare films, it's not too far from where my sister lives. Yeah, it's caved in. I don't want to step on that. But now that's warming up. Plans I got when the weather crop waits, which will be a while. I don't know when. Sometime during the month of March, might even be April. I want to get back in the Appalachian Trail. Try a hike from Marion, Virginia to Damascus, Virginia, Marion, Tennessee. Because I ain't done that little stretch. I do that stretch of trail along with a little bit along the Blue Ridge Parkway in the Glasgow after the whole entire southern half of the Appalachian Trail hiked. And the whole entire southern half of Virginia hiked, I mean, not the southern half of the Appalachian Trail, because I still got everything from most of Tennessee, North Carolina, and Georgia. Well, I ain't been in the Georgia part at all. But I'll be able to say I hiked the whole entire southern half of Virginia anyways. Now, if I did a whole southern half of the trail, what I'd have to do if I plan it later in the year, like some early fall and hike from Spring Mountain to Hot Springs, I don't know how long that would take. I'll probably take a month or two. Unless I win the lottery, I don't think I'll be doing anything that big or hiking anytime soon. Yeah, creek still got plenty of water in it. All this rapidly melting snow and ice. I don't think a lot to say. I know I want to do a couple of trips on the Allegheny Trail too. Of course, none of those trips I'll be doing until closer to spring when it's actually warm. Right now it's like in the high 30s, which ain't too bad. It feels like a heat wave compared to temperatures below freezing and wind cells below zero. Because for nearly a month, temperatures didn't get out the teens. It's very rare that it got in the low 20s. I think it's teens to low 20s during the day and below zero at night. We're getting record lows too. Places in Florida that's getting temperatures in the teens. Some of the coldest temperatures ever recorded on record. And just a couple of years ago, around here all over the country, it's getting some of the hottest temperatures recorded on record-breaking highs. This past summer wasn't that bad. It was somewhat normal temperature rise. It still got pretty hot though, and we still had a dry spell. Although July and August it's pretty normal to get dry spells here. All this snow here, where it's the north side of the mountain, it'll probably take it a while to melt. Taking this stuff forever to melt. It was just ordinary snow, what mine, but it's a combination of snow and ice. Most of the snow, smell it off the ice. It's mostly ice. Okay. stop. Sorry about the noise. I literally cannot get that to stop without ending the live stream. Somebody's trying to call me. Oh, well, I think the train's done went down anyways. Not seeing toll cars up here. Well, maybe not. I can't tell from here. That building, the little pavilion for Granny Park kind of blocks the view here. So, and a couple other things, get a little bit farther up, I'll be able to tell if anything's been by or not. I know there's been a few trains by. Yeah, and the headless unit that was on the train, on the main line that I missed, I cannot remember what it was. I commented about it in my video though when I was filming the grain train. Well, no, I think there's still coal crossing the yard. That means the headless unit's up there somewhere. May I head at the packs and run into it. If they have not tied the train down for the evening, honestly, they may have, which means the headless unit might be coming down in the morning. I just want to do a quick live stream just so I can say hi to everybody and do a little live stream. But I did got a request though before I end this. If everybody has time, so I got some of my videos, my watch time has gone down my YouTube videos, and I'm trying to keep it up. And I'm finally to the point where I'm monetizing and making a little bit of money out of it, but then my watch time is going down. Which is odd because you would think of this miserable cold world, the country where people just cannot get out, that it would be the opposite. Our watch time would be going up rather than down. I got plenty of playlists, so you can click on one of many of my playlists. Do a CSX, RJ Corbin, Norfolk Southern. I also got the hiking backpacking playlist and the state parks playlist and many more. Even live stream playlists if you want to look at past live streams that you missed, just in case you missed them. So I'd like to point that out. But now I see a bunch of coal cars on the side. That means the train crew's up the track towards Pack somewhere. Maybe I'll get lucky. Of course, I'll get the Harris unit this time. I'll probably post whatever videos and photos I get of it this time on my Facebook page called Waldo's Adventures. Since the last two times I got it, I posted it on my YouTube here. This is a very busy little back road today. Of course, it's like that most days. But I don't hear anything, so I don't know if they're coming down right now or not. But I'll turn around and go back and get the car and head up the road towards Pax and see if I run into the train up there. Maybe I'll catch something on the Canal River line. They took the empty train up earlier and I missed it. They might be coming back with a loaded train. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time I do a live stream.